Good afternoon. So, in the morning lecture, we have discussed the electrochemical machining machine component, ECM machine tool or setup. Okay, and now remaining part we will see now. So, now we'll start with the applications of this ECM. Okay, so here I have mentioned some applications. Right, firstly, we'll go for the advantages. So the advantage of the ECM technique is that it can machine only highly complicated and curved shape in a single pass. Okay, it can machine highly complicated and curved shape in a single pass. Then second advantage is that tool life in this ECM machining process, the tool life is very high because there is no tool wear here. Okay, and practically there is no tool actually, because whatever the electrode of cathode is there, that is going to act as your tool. Okay, so tool life in this ECM process is very high, and so single tool to machine large number of workpiece you can use single tool. You can use to machine large number of workpieces. Then machinability of workpiece material, it is independent of its physical and mechanical property. Okay, machinability of workpiece material, it is independent of its a physical and mechanical properties. Okay, then next advantage is that machined surface, whatever the machined surface using this ECM technique are trace and burr free. Okay, and having good surface finish, you can achieve 0.1 to 1 micron surface finish, okay, using this ECM process. Then uh, next advantage is that low scrap rate. Okay, again reduced in the inventory expenses. Almost all the operations are automatic operations, and due to that low overall machining time. Okay, due to that low overall machining time, so whatever the scrap is there, that scrap rate is very low. Okay, then whatever the inventory expenses are there, that are reduced because of automation in operation. Okay, then whatever the overall machining time is there, that is also very low. Okay, so these are the advantages. Now along with these advantages, we have some limitations also. Few limitations are also there for this same process. So first limitation is that it can work on the electrical conductive material. Okay, here this ECM technique, ECM process can machine only electrical conductive workpiece material. Okay, electrical conductive workpiece material. Okay, if non electrically non-conductive material is there, then this process is not suitable. Okay, so this machine component accuracy, whatever the machine component accuracy is there, no? So it depends on your tool design, then degree of process control, degree of process controlling force, then complexity in the shapes produced. Okay, on these parameter your machine components accuracy is dependent. Okay, then under again in that machining of materials. Okay, may it consist of, maybe it consists of hard spot inclusions, sand and scale, so that are present in the some practical difficult. Okay, means some practical difficulties are there. Okay, so under certain circumstances, this incapable of economical producing dimensional tolerances, okay, that is desired on the workpiece. Okay, under uh, certain circumstances incapable of economically producing a dimensioning tolerances desired on the workpiece, then it this process can't produce sharp corner and edges. Okay, and this process is not environmental friendly. Okay, so because here in this process we are using chemicals. Okay, so it is not economic friendly. Okay, again it is not, again it can produce sharp corner. It cannot produce sharp corner edges. Okay, so these are the limitation. Now come to the this main point, that is application. So the question arises is that what are the applications of this ECM process? So the first application is that it is used for machining very hard metals, a high strength temperature resistant metal. Okay, the machining of hard and tough materials is especially with complex counter. For that purpose you can use ECM technique. Okay, hard materials, tough materials, or the high strength temperature resistant metal. Also it is used for measuring very complex counters on the your workpiece surface, so which is not possible for our other conventional machining process. Okay, again the next application is that machining hard and tough metals, especially with the complex counter, it is possible using this ECM technique. Okay, so ECM is again you can use for turning, tempering, broaching operation, grinding operation, again for fine hole drilling operation, then die sinking operation, piercing operation, then deburring operation. Okay, so all these kinds of the operation, it is possible using the ECM technique. You want to get one? Okay, because in today's morning lecture I have explained that various operations possible in this system. So same applications here I have shown. Okay, then again this ECM technique, it is widely used in the various industries. Commercial machines are available in the industry. So this ECM electrochemical machining, it is used in aeronautics, then nuclear technology, space vehicles, then automobiles and turbines. Okay, so these are the industries where these ECM machines are extensively used. Okay, so in that again typical applications are there. It is used for machining of uh, turbine blades, which is made of the high strength temperature resistant material. Okay, which is made of high strength temperature resistant material. Okay, then another application, typical application is that you can as I have mentioned that you can use for machining of turbine blade. So you can see that in the turbine blade so many complex surfaces are there on your turbine blade. So question arises that how to machine by normal conventional machining process. Okay, so these turbine blades are made up of high strength temperature resistant material. So this turbine blade are actually machined by this only electrochemical machining process. Okay, then second application, typical application, that copying of internal and external surfaces. Okay, copying of internal and external surfaces. Okay, then cutting of curvilinear slots, any kind of curvilinear slots you want to cut, then you have to generate first a tool. So whatever the surface you want to generate, so you have to generate on the tool that shape, and then you can cut the workpiece using the tool. Okay, so generally these tools are made up of very soft material, so you can generate any kind of complex profile on the your tool, and something you can be that reflected into the your workpiece surface by electrochemical machining process. Again, so production of long curve profile. Okay, machining of integrate pattern, that means complex contours you can uh, machine using you can produce using ECM application. Then for production of long curve profile you can use ECM. Okay, production of long curve profile you can generate by this ECM process. So any kind of long curve profile you can generate. Okay, then next typical application, that machine of gears, then production of integrally blades nozzle in diesel locomotive. Okay, so machining of gears, production of uh, integrated blade nozzles in diesel locomotive, then production of connecting rods, then machining of thin large diameter diaphragm. Okay, so these all All applications are possible, all machining of production is possible using this ECM application. Okay, so these are the some applications of electrochemical machining. Okay, now I'll give 1 minute to write this application, because it is this is an important point. Now let us go for next point. Now the another question arises that what will be the mechanical properties for this electrochemical machine parts. Okay. Now as we know that now in conventional machining process, there is a compressive residual trace is generated. So because of this compressive residual trace, fatigue life of your workpiece is increased. Okay. So in electrochemical machining process, there is no hydrogen bubbles are generated. So there may be chance of hydrogen embrittlement into the workpiece surface. Okay, as embrittlement into the workpiece surface. Okay, so you have to as that hydrogen gas is generated, as we know that, okay, into the your uh, cathode, into the cathode surface. So it is not generated into the anode surface. Okay, correct, it is not generated at anode surface. So anode actually basically it is used as a workpiece. So as it is not generated into that hydrogen gas is not generated into the anode, so there is no chance of hydrogen embrittlement into the workpiece. So effect of ductility, then yield strain, tensile strain, ultimate tensile strain, micro hardness, these things do not change in the electrochemical machining process. Okay, again here some Mechanic properties I have mentioned like ductility, yield strength, ultimate tensile strength, microstructure. So these things does not change into your workpiece surface. Okay, so surface layer damaged during the conventional machining process that can be removed. Okay, so whatever this surface layer, I told that this compressor result traces are generated into the in a conventional machining process. Because of this result traces, your outer layer, okay, becomes very hard. So whatever the outer layer surface damaged is there, no, so during the conventional machining, that can be removed by electrochemical machining. Okay, also suppose in EDM process there is a brittle material, whatever this molten material is redeposited. So these redeposited material, it is very hard. Okay, so also in EDM process, it changes the property of your metal. So this metal can be removed, whatever this property metal is there, no, so whatever that metal is there, that can be removed. Okay, so again, whatever the electrochemical machine surface is there, it is having the better wear, the friction, corrosion resistant properties are there. Okay, so these are the properties. Now, uh, as we know that, okay, just I'm taking the overview. As we know that our electrochemical machining process, as it works on the Faraday's law of electrolysis. So you should know the what is Faraday's law of electrolysis. Okay, so here I have written that the amount of metal removed from the workpiece, actually it depends on the quantity of quantity of current flowing through the workpiece. So this amount of chemical change produced by the electric current, so amount of chemical change produced into the workpiece surface, okay, by electrical current or amount of substance deposited or dissolved. Okay, so Faraday law is stated is that the amount of chemical change produced by the electric current or the amount of substance deposited or dissolved, it is proportional to the quantity of electrical supply. Okay, and the another statement is that the amount of different substances deposited or dissolved by the same quantity of electricity, it is proportional to their chemical equivalent weights. Okay, and mathematically it is written that M directly proportional to ITE. Here that M is the metal remove mass in gram. Okay, and I means watt ampere current. The small t is a second, and E means the gram equivalent weight of your workpiece, or that E you can write as A divided J. Okay, there A will act as atomic weight, and J will be the valence of dissolution. Okay, and again by simplification you will get the formula is that MRR material remove rate you can calculate using IE divided by F. Okay, I means ampere current. Okay, then E is that gram equivalent weight of workpiece, and F stands for the Faraday's constant, and its value is 96,500. Okay, again this law does not account for the change in valency during electrochemical dissolution. The what are the gas evolution, bubble formation are there, so that time it may change the value of electrolyte. Okay, again presence of flashing with film. So these are some basic that we should know. Okay, and the last one here I for your information purpose, this slide I have included, that means material removed in electrochemical machine, how to calculate. So here so these are the formulas. Okay, here some assumptions we have to take, and then by simplification you will get the this equation. Okay, actually this part is not in our syllabus, but for your information just I have taken. Okay, how to calculate the volumetric material removal rate by using the electrochemical machining. Okay, so for that purpose the answer of that question here. Okay, so for doing this one, actually there should how to consider some few assumptions are there, that is electrical conductivity of electrolyte in internal to gap, that does not change. That means electrical conductivity of electrolyte in internal gap, that must be constant, it remains unchanged. Okay, then electric conductivity of the two line workpiece uh, is very large, okay, as compared to the electrolyte. Okay, so electrode surface consider equipotential, then equative effective voltage across electrodes are that is also constant. Okay, anode dissolves, okay, at one fixed valence of uh, the dissolution. Okay, so using that simplification, if you go, then you will get the formula like this and this. Okay, for more details, you can refer that book also. Okay. So this is about the electrochemical machinery. Okay, so this book you can refer. And again, for your kind information, I would like to repeat one thing. If you have missed any lecture, okay, or if you haven't understood any point, then you can visit my YouTube channel, Let's Learn and Grow Together, and you will get the all lectures of this subject, as well as what are the parts we have covered about the electrochemical machining. You will get all lectures. Okay, the link of this all lectures I will share today. Okay, now we'll go for the another point. Okay, we'll see some YouTube videos related to this electrochemical machining. Okay, so let me okay. So we'll see. Voice is audible at your end. Okay, say yes or no in the chat box. Chat box just write yes or no whether are you getting voice or not. Abhijit Shinde, one whether my that video voice is audible at your end or not. Anybody you reply. Rishikesh Guge, Sachin Pandit, Shantanu. Video voice, whether it is audible video voice, not or it is Is it audible? Okay, I think voice is not audible. Okay, I think voice is not audible. Okay, we'll see another video. Okay, this is a machine by one of taking company. This is a video related to the how chemical machining was. We'll see another one more video. You can see how the machining is happening using this electrochemical dissolution action. Whatever I have explained, the same things is in this video they are showing. I request all of you, please write down your roll number in chat box. Yes, so that simultaneously I can write your attendance. Okay, I can mark your attendance. Okay, so those who are written roll number. Okay, if you wish, you can watch video. Otherwise, you can leave this lecture. No problem.